Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, my name is Chelsea. I'm glad you guys can join me. Today we have a special treat. I'm going to be doing a video, well, an audio with all two of my best friends. Um, and we're going to be doing the would you rather tag. So stay tuned and see what would you rather. Right. So here's how it's gonna go, you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys questions, and we're all gonna take a turn answering. So it'll go Jess, Gabby, and then me. Okay?
Okay.
Is that cool
Wouldn't
with you
it be
guys?
make more sense for it to be you first since you're the one asking?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I want to know you guys' ideas first, and because you guys are guests, so the guests go first.
Okay.
All right. Question number one. Um, After a breakup, would you rather be alone or surrounded by friends? Jess?
Oh boy, that's a good one. I think it depends on how close he was to me. Like if he was really, really, really close, I think maybe I would want to process it. But if he was like a one and done kind of thing, I'd be like, I'll be surrounded by friends. But I think it's like one of those things. Like I've never been in a relationship, so I think for me, I'd have to be there in the moment, but probably alone, just because sometimes I really just need to be by myself to like collect thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Gabs?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I honestly I agree 100% with Jess. Sometimes you just need a moment to like think and understand everything. But I am big on quality time, so I feel like having my friends support me would be another option. So I think for me it'd probably be a little bit of both.
Okay. For me, I think I would want to spend time with friends just so I can get my mind off of him
Mm-hmm.
and so we can mean things about him and how he was mean to me and such a loser
We'll
and that
kill
I
him for
deserve
you.
better. So
We've
I think
discussed.
I would definitely, because if I stayed by myself, I would be like, it'd just
Yeah.
be
Like your
very
mind
hard
would
for
race.
me,
That's a good point.
you
Mm-hmm.
know. Okay, number two, Americans, I love how they call us out. Americans, would you rather have free healthcare or free education?
Oh God. See, that's the thing though. Like I feel like that's such a hard thing to think about because here in the US, education can mean anywhere from $2,000 a year to for like what the heck is it called? Why can't I think? Community college or my
Mm-hmm.
$50,000 a year. So I want to say like if it's unlimited, regardless of how much money what the college is, then I would say education because think of how much student debt there is. And I do agree. But then again, it's like it's such a hard thing because there are a lot of people that are immunocompromised and that have like a lot of medical conditions and healthcare would benefit. But I think for me as a relatively healthy college student, I would say education because college is expensive.
For me, I would say healthcare because I think that education, like, there's always other ways to be able to find the support that you need. Not saying that it's always 100% the best, but at least it's available to you. And I feel like when you have free healthcare, you're able to, like you said, Jess, people that have other health conditions won't have to worry about trying to pay a hospital bill, God forbid, if anybody ever got sick and really needed to go get help, you know what I mean? So I
That's a
feel like
good
for
point.
me, healthcare would probably be my option.
Okay, so for me, I would choose healthcare, and that's because of my past with my medical history. And I know that if I wasn't blessed enough to have health insurance, it would be like uh, we would be in so much debt.
Right.
And many people who are in hospitals for a long period of time, they do get free education because they're missing school so
Yeah.
long. Also, without being alive and healthy, you can't attend school. But I'm not saying that that's just my choice. I'm not saying that Jess's choice is
No,
not
no, no. It's
valid
interesting
either.
because going first, like, I don't think about the other side of the coin. You know what I mean? Like, if I pick
Hmm.
Yeah.
right, and then you hear both, and I'm like, oh, that's actually. It's like now that I'm at the end, I'm like,
Yeah,
I did pick healthcare. Like,
yeah, but education. A lot of people around the world they don't have access to
but then
that, and
it's
they have
like, on
access
the other
to
hand, like you were
health.
saying though, you can't with education is optional. Like, you don't need education, but you need help. Like, you need medical care. Like, there's like that's kind of
Yeah.
for a lot
I
of
love
people.
how we can debate for both of our sides. It's beautiful.
Education for a lot of people isn't required. A lot of people don't have the opportunity.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't choose to go to school, you know?
Yeah,
But they also really can't choose to be chronically ill. So
Yeah.
we could go for
yeah.
hours. Sorry. Next one.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I love our conversations. Number three. As a Democrat, Democratic, um, would you rather have a Republican president or a liberal
God, I want to say liberal. Yeah,
liberated president?
because just the
Liberal.
current presidential. I'm not a politics
Hmm.
fan, but just the current presidential climate. It's so toxic, and he's Republican, and I need so like change
Hmm.
because just like it's not going well. So
Uh-huh. I agree.
Liberal, agreed.
yeah, maybe we
All
could just
right.
leave that there.
Number four. As a musician, would you rather sign to a major label or a like a sorry or an independent one?
So this is from someone that does not sing, does not act. I just don't. I'm not a performer, but I want to say major because if the label is reputable, then that's a good thing. But again, this is from someone that just does not do any kind of music performance. Gabby will probably have a lot more insight because I truly have.
Yeah.
Um, I would say independent just because of the fact that in the music industry, it's already really hard to find connections. And
Ooh.
a lot of the thing that tends to happen is these big major record labels give their artists so much trouble. And I feel like once it's an independent label, you're able to have that freedom to still create and produce your music and know that you have, a manager, you have people that are still going to represent you. So for me, it's kind of hard because there's times when I'm like, oh yeah, a major record label would be
I
nice,
feel like
but at the
also when
same
it's
time, I support the independent.
And I feel like when it's a major label, they're kind of, again, this is me, like, switching, just listening to you. I think when it's major, like, there are so many other big up and coming, like, stars on there that you're not really able to get the individualized.
Yeah,
It's like going to a CUNY versus a private.
exactly.
I don't know. I really don't know because
Right?
you guys you guys bring up really good valid points. At first, when I asked you guys this question, I was gonna say independent, but um, and because of the reasons that Gabby said, because the fact that you know sometimes having having that that major record label, they're not really um good. Sometimes they hold you and they act like they're they're the puppet master and you're the puppet, and they say write or sing and you say how high, like what note do you want me to sing, and I don't think that's right. So, but then with the independent, sometimes it's going to take you a longer time to get there. But I think in the long run, I think it would be better for an independent. So that's my
Yeah.
final answer.
The debates on this it's kind of interesting. Chelsea was reading these questions before you got on, Gab, and I was like, and it was easy to do one because it was just two of us, but when it's three people, you really get a good mix of like perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't reading the ones I was reading now. It's just
because there were a
some
lot of
other
different
ones. Yeah, it was just a lot of ones that I'm like, I would never put that on here. Number 5. As a rich noble, would you rather live in ancient Greece or ancient Rome?
I like the
Jessica.
idea of Rome, better food and just decent people. I just like Rome better than Greece.
I agree. They know I love Italian food and
she
Italians.
does.
So, yeah, I have an issue, but it's okay.
I'd rather Greece. Oh, sorry. I thought you were done with your answer. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'd rather Greece. And I like Greece because of the architecture, it's beautiful art and I love this. I don't know, I just really would love to go to the Parthenon, and I think, yeah, Greece is for me.
Nice.
And I love the Greek the Greek mythology. I'm better than Rome mythology.
Love the Italian accents though, not gonna lie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Italians, but I'm sorry, I just love Greece. I love going Epa. It's a class.
Isn't it Opa?
No, it's Epa.
Oh, whatever. I don't know.
Opa.
Shut up.
Number 6. Girls, would you rather wear skirts or dresses?
Dresses, just because I never really grew up in skirts. Yeah, that's all I got. I just never grew up in skirts, and I like the flowy feeling. I like the feeling of being like unrestricted and open and free. So dresses.
Yeah, I agree. I've never been a big fan of skirts, but the more that I grew up, I like started to love putting on a nice like summer dress to go out and something that's really chill and like you said, flowy,
casual, especially now that it's getting nicer.
So I like skirts, but like I do agree with you guys. I prefer a dress, and here's why. Because dress, it's easier. You just drag it over you or pull it up.
Drag it over you,
from your
savage.
Well, it's true. I don't. Anybody got time for niceties.
Never be a model.
You hit,
just the amount of clothing. Oh, the buttoning. The little.
Anyway. No, and then it's just so comfortable. Like you don't have to worry about like finding the perfect shirt because everything matches. It's funny because guys, they're like, "Aren't you wearing a skirt?" I'm like, "No, this is a dress." And then when I'm wearing a skirt, they're like, "Aren't you wearing a dress?" I'm like, "Oh my god, it's the opposite."
All right, next.
Anyway, number 7. Girls, would you rather be called pretty or smart?
Smart. Number 1. Like that was, but that kind of constitute. I don't like the idea that women are constantly valued based on how they look and how they're viewed in society. Like I think that intelligence is way sexier than looks, honestly.
Agreed.
Here,
you could be a pretty smart girl.
Exactly.
But then it's like if you're only pretty, I feel like there's such a stereotype.
Like why does that just have to
you're
be
either
so, like,
really,
separated?
really smart or you're really pretty.
Or you're really, yeah.
And then it's like when you're pretty, you're seen as such a vapid, like basic, dumb girl.
It's kind of how Disney places like all of the pretty girls, like they can't be smart either.
Emma,
like London Tipton,
yeah,
and Chelsea, from That's a Raven.
Even in Raven's home too, she's just still a little like ditzy, and it's
yeah.
We didn't make a video about the just damaging effects of Disney one day.
Oh yes, on my channel because I love Disney more than you guys.
Yeah. All right, next.
Sure.
Okay, you guys up and coming, so keep an ear out or an eye out, whatever you prefer. I don't care. Number 8. If you're alone in the woods, would you rather encounter a mountain lion or a bear?
Heck, man. Oh my god.
Sorry, guys, that was my little sister.
I don't quite know. Because I feel like a bear is more likely. So I feel like with a bear, it's like you know what to do because it's more common. But a mountain lion, what do you even do? Bear?
You run for your life.
I don't
That is what you
know.
do.
Listen, those things run faster than anybody, okay?
I'm
Especially
telling you, I
bears.
will be out there. Like, I don't like to
No.
run, but I would run, okay? I would run.
I think I would fight or
I
flight
would
with
say
the gang. I'd
bear.
stand
I
in
would
terror.
say bear because there's
Same.
ways to like
Scare
when they
off the
start getting
bear.
I feel like
aggressive.
I'd know how to
there's
handle a
ways.
bear better than a
Yeah.
mountain lion because you see
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
like
I
shows
could.
and stuff.
You have to, like, pretend that you're bigger than it. You gotta be like, roar! And then,
No,
like,
but you can't make any sudden moves because they basically feed off of knowing that you're scared and that you're afraid of them. So when they
I
see
know, that's
that,
why you have,
that
no,
makes you
I seen
more
something.
vulnerable.
No, I see something that you have to like make them feel intimidated and smaller than you, because if they know that you're scared, like you said, Gabby, they're gonna be like, snack, and I'm like, not a snack, okay?
It's not.
No.
Okay. Whew. Next.
Anyway,
Yeah.
number 9. I love our conversations. Number 9. If you could choose only one, would you rather go to London or Paris?
London, because
Paris.
the accents.
Sure.
Oh, the accents. I could never, ever date someone who's British because I could never argue. All I would have to say is like, it's all right, love. And I'd be like, okay.
I don't know. I feel like for me it's so weird because damn, like I feel like I love the idea of Paris because it's like all like you know, so romantic. But also I love my my British people. My accent sucked right
Oh,
there, but it's
British
okay.
accents.
Gives
London
me a lot
accents, though.
though.
Not like, because other
Paris.
people have like some crazy British accents.
I've never been to
Yeah.
Paris. I would love to go though.
I
I
want
would
to go
too.
to Paris so bad. Okay, so
Same.
this is why I love the idea of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
I love Paris, the shoes, and I love the pastries. I love the whole idea of Paris, and so that's why I want to go to Paris. I
Ugh.
mean, don't get me wrong. I love you, London. My British people. I love you, especially the way you make your tea. I love it.
Oh, English tea and English breakfast and English accent.
Oh,
Give me
English
Just
the
their
breakfast tea.
traditions. Their traditions. Like I feel like I would be able to
They also just
sit down
sound
and be like,
so, they're so
"All right,
polite and
love,
proper. Like, they
come
put
have a cup of
Americans to
tea with
shame. You know,
me."
like they say pardon, and I'm like, man, we have no manners.
Pardon. Mhm.
Pardon me. Anyway, number 10. If you could pick one, oh, sorry. If you could pick one, would you rather have um in, infinity money or
Money?
infinite, sorry. Infinite money or um unending love.
Unending love.
Ooh,
Because
unending
you
love.
can be the richest person in the world.
Mhm.
In fact, like I know a lot of lottery winners commit suicide, and a lot of lottery winners get a lot of like anxiety and mental health problems because you become rich, but then or you have a lot of money and then people want things from you, people ask things from you. But if you have love, there is never any constitute or question whether there is another person in the world that cares.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
unending
and when you
love.
Can I
have
cut you
that,
off,
you're
Gabs, for 1 second though? I'm sorry. The reason I don't want you viewers to think that the reason why I was laughing when Jess was talking is because I'm laughing at her. I'm laughing because of the image in my mind, because I was thinking of a particular episode in 911.
Yes, I didn't want to make it about the show, but I was thinking of that
And
too.
I was thinking of the time when in the show, if you watch 911, I'm sorry, I'm gonna spoil something for you.
We
If you
made a
don't,
video on it on my channel.
um,
Watch my video too. On
yes, watch her channel, please. It's where this lady, she's like in the store trying to win the lottery ticket, and then she comes outside and
and it starts
there's
raining
literally
money
money
raining
from the
money.
sky,
because
and then
there's a
all
guy on
she
a roof and he falls off, like he
and then
falls off the roof because he jumped.
and then
He won the lottery and he was so unhappy.
yeah, and then basically the medics come and he's like, they're like, why'd you jump off the roof? And he's like, I won the lottery. And the lady like rips up her.
And then the episode is called "Careful What You Wish For." So Chimney just looks at the money in his life. Be careful what you wish for.
And it was hilarious because like the lady ripped up her lottery ticket like the fastest.
And she was so happy in the beginning. She was like, "This one. This is the winning ticket. I've got the winning ticket."
It's hilarious.
So
sorry,
I thought of that
Gabby.
too, but I didn't want to I don't want to bring it up because I'm like, I talk about the show enough. But yeah, money can't buy you happiness.
Yeah.
All right,
So Gabby, what
next
were you
one?
gonna say? No. You didn't get to say something. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say love because I feel like as nice as it is to have money, I feel like once you are with somebody who is your rock, who means everything, you're able to grow with that person. You don't have to think about wondering like, okay, there's just always these questions that I see a lot of people that win the lottery that they're just like, I don't know what to do now. And it's like once you have love and that support, I feel like for me it would be a lot more meaningful.
Because it's endless. And I think a lot of times,
Yeah.
love is such a changing thing, a changing construct. But if it's endless love, you can mess up as many times as you want, but that person will still be there for you. And I think we all need that. So
Yeah, I love. My answer is love as well. It's because like I've watched like those um those episodes where people win money and like family and all people come out of the woodworks and they're like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna help you save, and then next thing you know, they're killed or they kill themselves because that's all people care about. They don't care about the person
it's sad what a
behind the
materialistic
money.
society we live in.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. So my answer is love as well as these girls. All right, number 11. We spent a lot of time on that one. Number 10. Number 11.
The man with his
have,
money on his roof.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. If you had to live far away, would you rather live on a mountain or an island? Oh, words.
Island. Well, island, because I feel like when you're on a mountain, it's freezing, it's cold, there's like avalanche
Same.
stuff. So,
Mhm.
I want to live on the island. I love the beach. I love the water,
Same.
like the ocean. So the island, and then there's like the trees. It's always sunny. Sunny for me versus freezing. It's sunny winds out every time.
Send me back to Bermuda, please. I will gladly
I
live
know.
out
I miss
my
Punta
life
Cana so much.
on
Like
Bermuda.
stupid Rona. Like this is what it's come to. We've had to resort to filming collabs over Zoom.
Yes. It's okay because our relationship, our friendship has built because of that, and also our amazing YouTube channels.
I'm so glad that this is like we've done all three in one day. I'm so proud of us.
Same.
Yeah. So, for me, an island definitely because I hate the cold. If you guys see my other video,
Same.
I hate the cold.
Me
And
and Chelsea hate the cold.
I mean, I'm no swimmer, but I mean, I could use a boat, so I'll be safe.
Oh, I swim.
And
I love to swim.
And I'll have like a life jacket just in case I end up like
you capsize, which you will do because you're a man.
You're very tiny and
and you're small.
You know what? Whatever.
Flip over the edge, just like oops.
The great thing about islands is that you have coconut milk. You have everything you ever really would need. You have
coconut milk.
I actually like. I like it. I just don't like the pulp inside.
I don't like coconut flavored anything. I like coconut scented.
I like same. I just nope.
The flakes and the. All right, what's next?
I don't like those little things. Ugh, no. But and then this is a last resort, people. Not all you can eat buffet. We can be like, well, which one do I have? And also, you can get mangoes and other tropical fruits. So, like, yeah.
Pineapple.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not really a big pineapple. I like pineapple, but I rather peaches. Anyway, number 12. If you were a soldier, would you rather fight in World War I or World War II?
I
Jess?
think I would say World War II because I think that we were a little like there was progression being done in the country at the time. Like the country was a little more stable as opposed to World War One. But I don't know. I can't picture myself ever in combat. Just also a shout out to all the men and women who serve in the
Don't
army and the
don't
military and the
don't.
navy and the everything.
Yes,
That's awesome. Seriously, major
Yeah, I can't
props to you.
I can't picture myself going to war, but I agree with Jess.
I I agree with you guys, but only because I thought that World War Two was more. Not saying World War One wasn't eventful, but I feel like there was more to fight for in World War
Yeah,
Two.
like we were at a better
Mhm.
place and we were a little more aware of what we needed. Some of these are so weird. Next time we need to do a racy, like, would you rather with some of those crazy questions.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can find them. Um, definitely. And shout out to all of those people who are
Yeah,
on the front
seriously.
lines
Yes.
fighting for us when we can't fight for ourselves. Thank you for your service.
We
Um,
value it.
yeah, we really do. Number 13. If if you were born to a teenager, would you rather be kept or put up for adoption? This is very controversial,
A
but
Wait,
deep question. Wow.
yeah.
I think it
can you read the first part again? I missed the.
I said sorry. Let me.
if you were born to a teenager, would you rather be kept or put up for adoption?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh.
Oh
Ooh, that's
boy. I think it's hard for us to think about that because we're babies. We really do have no say. And I think that I'm a social work major. I'm going to probably be dealing a lot with women in these situations. And I think it depends on a lot of things. I think
mhm.
it would depend on the mother's home life. If the mother is in
Yeah.
a position where she can care for that child and she has the ability to be stable and provide for it, then maybe. But I also think a lot of times teenagers are very reckless. Not saying there aren't some amazing teenage mothers, but I think a lot of teenagers deserve the chance to live a full life.
Grow up.
There's so many parents that can't conceive children, that want children. So I think I would say adoption because you can always reach out to your birth mother later. And I think obviously this is not like I don't know, but I think that for you as a child, it's better to grow up in a home that is already stable. But teenagers are,
Exactly.
I'd say adoption.
Yeah, I agree.
I say I agree to an extent with you guys, but I think I would rather be with my birth mother. I know some a teenager that did have a child, and she's actually a really amazing mom. But like I understand, not everyone is going to be that amazing
So
mom. You know,
circumstantial.
Yeah.
it's like a hit or miss whether or not like that person is equipped and mature and in a stable home in a stable environment. But I think I'd rather choose.
Also, relationships, it's sad to say, but the majority of teen pregnancies are single parents, single mothers.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that there's something very grounding and very stable about having a two-parent household. So, again, so much of it is
Mhm.
just
It's hit or miss.
circumstantial. So, you don't know.
Mhm.
All right.
No.
Number 15. Would you rather wear heels or flats?
Flats. Well, it depends. Okay, actually, because I'm not a girly girl, but there's certain events like I love. I love a good prom. I love a good party for a friend I'm going to. So in that situation, definitely heels. But if when it comes to just going out casually and not really, carrying like a restaurant dinner class, just because I'm pretty low maintenance. I want to say as a girl, I don't really care about looks, fashion, makeup, all that. So I definitely go for flats. Also
I
for
love
because
I love like shoes. Like I just love fashion and shopping and things like that. But I would say I agree. Like as much as I love wearing my heels, please, when it was my prom, I took those babies off, and then also for my sweet 16. But I think for me, I like sneakers and like those little ankle booties with like the heels at the bottom. I like things like that because it's more comfortable for me. And like Jess said, like if I'm just going out, I pair things like that with like leggings and like a nice top or something, you know. So I don't know, just something comfortable. I don't like to be uncomfortable, especially as a blind person when you're already
Yeah,
out trying
exactly.
to get around. It's like, ugh, no.
So my feet were not built for heels. Like I'm flat-footed, and my feet were not built for heels. However, on special occasions like prom, I did wear my heels, and I regretted every minute of it. But you know, I did it all because I wanted to look beautiful in pictures, even though I can't see them. But just in case my grandkids or my daughters ever look at my prom photos, they'll be like, "Oh, mommy was rocking wearing those heels."
Oh yeah. You
When
also needed a
mommy
bit of
was
a height
like,
advantage. You're just tiny.
"You know what? Shut up." Anyway, but like, yeah, I'm definitely a flat person. I was so in pain, and I vowed that day to never ever wear heels.
It's like you
Watching
love it in
them,
the moment. You feel regal. You feel really beautiful. But then at the end, you're like, what was I thinking? So
No, by the end you're
I'm
just like,
telling
okay,
you.
get these things off of me. I just want
I
to
know.
lay
I was
down.
like, I remember I got my parents' car, and I was like, I need to take these off. I'm so tired. I was
Yeah.
tired with prom, but anyway.
Listen, I wanted a whole foot massage, like like I was ready to like be like dragged in a carriage or something because I was like, I'm not having it, and I had to
Exactly.
run after my prom to get to my car, so I was like not happy. Anyway,
Alright.
number 16. On a long plane ride, would you rather be left alone, or would you rather strike up a conversation with your seat partner?
Be left alone. Like, oh, especially if it's a night flight. Like, I'm super friendly and I'm very nice, but planes for me are just like, it's hard to converse. It's loud. It's like, ugh. Give me a good book and like a comfy pillow and let me sleep. I'm such an antisocial person. Like, I like to talk to people, but I'm just like, no, please don't talk.
For me, it's really weird because I feel like I like both. Just because I remember the first time I went on a plane ride by myself and I was very, very scared. It was so new to me to be by myself and not be with family. Um, and yeah, I agree to an extent because I'm like, just get this thing over with. Like, let's just go, you know? I don't really want to have to strike up a conversation, but sometimes you meet people like the person that sat next to me at that one time was such a sweet person. She was this older lady and
Aww.
so nice. She spoke to me the whole way there to
It
Florida.
depends on the person though, because there are
Yeah,
some
it
like
really does. It really
real
does.
like jerks on planes. So
Yeah.
So before I heard Gabby's, oh sorry, I didn't know you were done. I'm sorry, Gab.
Um, but no, I don't know. I think for me it's a bit of both, just depending, like Jess said, on who the person is, because sometimes people are just not very nice. So
yeah.
Um, so like I was saying, before I heard Gabby's question, I was gonna say absolutely not. Leave me alone. I mean, Gabby's answer, I was like, no, 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 leave me alone. But I do recall like meeting this one kid who I met when I was flying home from North Carolina, and he was sitting with me and my siblings, and he was like he was literally our age, and at first he wasn't talking, and then he started talking to us, and we just started talking about like where he was coming, I mean where he was going, and I asked him, I was like, why didn't you ask about my cane? And he's like, well, honestly, like I didn't want to because I figured if you wanted me to know, you would have told me. And I was like, that is like the
We need
nicest
more
thing
people like that.
a kid has ever
wow,
said to
that's
me.
so
Like honestly, why don't adults? I wish that kids were adults. Like, I mean, I know they'll be the future adults, but some adults have no tact at all.
hmm
Yeah, and he was literally, and that wasn't the first time on that trip that someone did that to me, but I was so blown away, and I was like, wow, you're nice. And I was like, hey, you want some chocolate? Because it was Easter. He was like, yeah, sure. And but like usually, no, leave me alone. Like I am
Yeah.
like best left alone because
Same.
I'm so irritable, and I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
I woke up
I think
early.
the process
I
of
am
going through an
exhausted.
airport as a blind person
I was just
alone
gonna
is just
say. I was just gonna
so
say. Like,
stressful on its own. Like by the
ugh.
time you sit down, you're like, okay, I've had to deal with 50,000 rude, obnoxious people. I've been offered a wheelchair. I've been anxious and scared. Just
TSA's been giving me problems. Like, I just need to. No.
Ugh, oh my gosh! Sometimes TSA gets on my last nerve. I know you guys are doing
and
your
then
job, and I
they
love you
look at
guys.
you and they see your skin and they just do the extra scan. Like,
Oh, they do the extra scan all the time to me, and they're like, and they see my braille sense. My braille sense, it's like a braille
Oh.
note, you guys, and they're like, we gotta look at your
this?
hands, and what is this
Yeah.
thing? And they press the buttons to see
I
if it's
remember
gonna blow
one
up
time
anything, and I'm like,
I was. I was going to Florida with my mom. And I was bringing my braille note because I had a lot of books on there, and I was like, well, we're gonna be by the beach. Like, I just want to sit down and relax and read. And I literally, you have to take out like the bigger electronic devices, and it's not that big. And I took it out, and they're like, I walked through the metal detector, and they're still scanning this thing. They're like, what is this thing? Like,
yes,
how does
they
this
take
work?
forever
What is
with
this
that.
doing?
they do, and then
Poke it,
they do the wand, and then they pat you down, and you're just like,
And
oh,
then they swipe your
I
palm.
know
Like
I
a
have
little
brown
thing.
skin, but can you please stop assuming? And my last name's Karim. Like, let's just put that out there. Like, oh, it's so bad.
It's so annoying because they'll do the thing where they're like, show me your hands, like, and they do the little
Yeah,
the
the
little
little
swipe
swipe.
thing. And I'm like, they're like, is this your first time? I was like, no, I'm used to it. Like, just get it over with. Like, I'm not resisting, but I'm like so out. Like,
Exhausting. Anyway.
anyway, that was like the longest question.
No, I think the
Number
lottery one
7.
was longer.
No, I really think this one was. Anyway, number 17. Who would you rather be, the Beatles or the Rolling Stones?
This is from someone that doesn't really listen to old music, but the Beatles? But more people know who they are? I don't know.
I don't ever really listen to the Beatles. I know like one or two songs, and that's only
Yeah,
like the
I don't
chorus.
listen to either.
And the
So
Rolling Stones, I probably only know like one song from them.
why'd you
So
pick this question? Like,
yeah, no,
Because I figured Gabby would like it because she's
because I like
Gabby.
Sinatra. No,
I mean, I
I
don't
got
know.
nothing.
I would say the Beatles because they're like,
I feel like more people know who they are.
yeah, I
yeah,
don't know. I'm sorry, I know of the Rolling Stones, but I don't know of you.
I
Sorry.
don't know. I don't
No
know.
disrespect. Number 18. Who who would you rather meet? Albert Einstein or Isaac Newton?
You're such a
what?
for me. Are you appealing to my nerd senses here? What?
No, that's one of the questions, and I just was like, why not?
I
Because
don't know.
it was
I
less
think
racial than the other
Einstein would
one.
be cool because we all know Newton invented gravity and Einstein was like invented a lot of things. So I think Einstein.
Yeah, agreed.
I would want Einstein because I just want to meet him and just ask him
I
a
want to
bunch
meet a
of
lot of
nerdy
famous people though,
questions.
let's be real. Like the list just keeps
Same.
growing and growing and growing and growing. I mean,
But I want to ask him
like talked
smarty
once and almost passed out, so there you go.
Yeah, same.
Oh yeah, I did almost pass out.
I'm so sad I wasn't there that day. I think I was getting
Oh my gosh, I was like in love. Like Charlie Cox, if you're watching this, like I love you. And he had this British accent. At least it wasn't like Lunique. Lunique was like freaking out. And like he was like you know how Lunique is. And her voice got so high pitched.
You're one to talk.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
no!
shoot.
My voice. I was barely talking. I was like, hi. And then Miss Emily was laughing at me like Miss Emily was having the time of her life. She was like,
If
oh
you
my gosh,
ever,
Miss Emily.
if you ever met Oliver Stark, I think you'd actually pass out. I would.
Oh my gosh, my feet. I was like, I know what it means now. To say that you're like, we needed it. I was like, I don't know if I could stand on Miss Emily. They gotta go ahead of me. They gotta just And I was like, can I hold your hand, Miss Emily? I don't know if I can
And he knew
stand
your
up.
name, and then I think you went back around, and he was like, "Hi, Chelsea."
I was like, he knows my name.
Oh my
And
goodness.
everybody was like, "Die!" They told him about you. Like literally, when my principal was like, "He's coming," I was like, "Shut up!" I was like, "Why would you do that to me? That's not nice.
I was out
That
that day
is-
for something big,
I
and I'm
was
so sad.
not nice." I think it was
Oh,
dentist or something.
I've never met anyone famous, and it makes me sad. So
I met a lot of famous people.
Same.
Number 19. Would you rather attend Hogwarts or just help me out?
Oliver Morning. See, Gab, you don't read Harry Potter, so I don't know.
Yeah, so that's for you two to answer.
I mean,
Have
well,
fun.
Oliver Morning. I'm a Potter nerd. I'm just geeking out. No, but Oliver Morning is the equivalent of the American version of Hogwarts, and I would say Hogwarts because we don't know a lot about Oliver Morning from book or
Hogwarts.
movie, so I would say Hogwarts because
Like
you learn
I
spells.
love a headless Nick. I love
There's Hermione. I was Hermione for Halloween when I was 9. Best costume ever.
Oh my goodness! If I was into Harry Potter back then, I would have totally been Hermione with you.
It was so much fun. I had a wand. I had the robes. Everything. Anyway.
Wow, awesome. Number 20. Would you rather be Okay, this one is mostly for me. Would you rather be 4 feet tall or 8 feet tall?
God, I feel like it's weird because then you're either really, really good at getting into places and maneuvering, or you tower over everyone.
Even you
Bomb.
I think you would
Imagine being 8 feet
taller
tall and trying to get into cars, into doorways.
Then you'll be even taller than Shaq.
How tall is he?
I think he's
7 feet.
7 feet.
Oh my God!
And he has kids. What I want to know is his bed custom made?
Yeah, it is actually.
I don't. It's so interesting because I mean, I have trouble. I'm average height. I'm 5'5", so average, but really tall people, 6'2" people, I have to reach up and stretch. And Chelsea has no hope with really, really tall people.
You know what? Whatever. I want to be 8 feet tall. I want to know how it is on the other side.
How's the weather? Imagine 8. Why couldn't they say 6? 6 feet makes more sense height-wise.
Well, these people don't make sense.
But
how about you,
Gabby,
Gab?
what about you?
I don't know, because I'm closer to. I'm not as tall. I'm not anywhere near 6 feet tall, but
You're closer to 6 feet than you are at 5. I'm midway. I'm pretty in the middle with that. So
I don't know. I would.
But see, imagine
we go in between
when you're that tall though. Just you look down on everyone.
No, in between.
No, there needs to be an in between where it's 6 or 7. There can't be a 4 or an 8.
I mean, I knew someone that a girl that was 6 feet tall, and I just was like, you need to find a basketball player. Or something.
My cousin's really tall. I think she's actually 6. Her and my brother are I think she's.
My cousin is really tall too.
Than him.
My cousin's also.
I think
tall.
My cousin is 6'3", I believe, and then my brother's
Athena
6'2".
is so tall.
I think my dad is actually shorter than my mom. Now that I'm giving it some thought. So in my family, we don't really have a lot. We're not short, but we're definitely not super tall either. So even
my mom's the shortest out of everybody in this family.
So even dating, I would want to date someone that was relatively tall. We talked about this earlier. I'm gonna end up with someone so short, and couples when they have babies that are really short, going back to 911, Maddie and Chimney's kid is gonna be tiny. Oh, they're both she's 5'2" and he's not much taller, and I'm oh man.
Yep. Number 21. Would you rather be a chair or a table?
A table, because I don't want someone.
I don't want people sitting on me.
I said the same thing. I kid you not. I was reading these questions. I was definitely
Chelsea already
a table.
doesn't like it whenever I see Chelsea, she doesn't even like it when I put my foot on her leg. If I'm just stretching out and I put my foot on her leg.
She was like, people already put their stuff on you, so you're the perfect chair.
Oh, I don't like. See, I don't like being being touched. Like anyone who knows me, I'll punch you. Like I just don't like being grabbed. So
Yeah,
I
no.
could never. But then it's like some people put their dirty feet on the table. Like,
Oh hell no. That would be so bad.
or like they'll put like their stuff that's been on the ground on the table. So I don't know.
Yeah.
The table from Beauty and the Beast, and I would start moving.
Be like, hey, come back here.
Right.
Sorry.
What's next?
I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm good. Would no, they're not.
Oh, you guys.
Beauty and the Feet on the table.
Okay, number 22. Would you rather be a hammer or a nail?
Oh God! Whenever you say the word nail, I think of that man with the nails.
Oh no.
Oh, that was
Duncan.
horrible. Oh my
I
gosh.
don't know. I say the hammer.
Hammer.
Definitely, I'm not gonna be no nail.
Nail.
No.
Because
What is the hammer gonna be like?
With one swipe.
he was trying to fix the wall, and it just landed. My dad's contractor, and I was like, "So, do you ever have any nail gun accidents?" And I thought my sister was inside, and she was like, "Jessica, what are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Well, there was this thing where this man." Oh, hammer.
It's definitely hammer.
I
I
did.
am not
Oh
trying
my
to get.
God.
I'm not
Sister
trying to
called
get
it.
like. I am not trying to get bent or like hit over the head. Like no.
Literally over the head.
Yeah.
Yep. Number 23. Would you rather be a leader or a follower?
Leader.
Leader.
I think most of my life I've been like, even in school, just like kind of, I was never one to take initiative, and it's not until college that like I finally was able to find a voice and really speak up.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely a leader.
Being able to like be the voice that is able to help other people, be a trendsetter, be able to, bring other people
Motivate,
along with you,
inspire.
motivate. Yeah, I think
Leader.
I've never been great at following because once I'm following people, I'm like, wait, but why would I do that? I don't like that idea. And so for the longest in elementary and stuff, I would always follow and I'd be like, but I don't like what I'm saying. It doesn't make me feel good as a person. And I was like, you know what? We have to change how we are acting. And I did. And after that, like, my whole life changed around because I was aware of the company I was keeping, and I think that's why I'm more suited to be a leader. Like even in group assignments, or even when I was playing with dolls, I would be like, so you pretend that we're going to the mall, and then we'll pick up our boyfriends on the way, and then like.
Of course, you said that.
We would have so much fun, me and my then friends. While we were playing dolls.
It's fascinating. Anyway, that's so.
Right, next one.
Yeah, number 24.
Oh, we're almost there.
Yep. Would you rather be able to all right, hold on. Oh, sorry. Would you rather be able to instantly teleport or to any place, or would you rather be able to hold on
Be invisible?
to time travel? No.
Oh, to time travel. Wait, what's the? Oh, okay. It took me.
Teleport is like if you're here. If I'm
No, I got
here,
it.
Then I'm
I don't
like,
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. That's a hard thing because I always try to live in the present. Like I try not to dwell on the past or the future. You know what I mean? So I think I would say teleport, just because even like as a blind person, getting anywhere takes.
Oh yeah.
No, definitely teleport.
Same. Teleport.
Teleport because
I'll be back. Going to Jess.
I wish.
Listen, I would be like, I'm going to BBQs with my friends.
Of course, it's food related with you. Of course.
Well, I love BBQs. Okay, don't come between me and my BBQs. And besides, you still owe me City Island, Anyway, I love
I
you
know.
though.
We actually ordered in yesterday from there because
Oh, you know what? I hate you.
I'm lazy.
Anyway,
All right, last one.
wait. Oh, yeah. I was about to say. I thought you had sesame chicken. No.
That was today.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Get in with this.
I love how I told you that like an hour ago and you still forgot.
It's Chelsea we're talking about.
I know. It's normal. I still didn't cut out that part in the video. What?
Hold on, you guys. My computer's loading. My device is loading. I accidentally left a document.
Oh no.
It won't take that long. It's already almost done.
I'm joking.
Okay. Number 25, and this is the last question. Would you rather be a superhero or a villain?
Hero, because villains bad raps anyway. Yeah, that's all I've got to say for it. I'd rather be someone who saves the day than someone who causes evil.
Agreed, 100%.
I want to be a superhero, and I said this in my last video, you guys.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because like I'm always fighting for the underdog. I don't like seeing like the underdog get picked on, and I would hate if I was the person picking on the underdog. So
Exactly.
definitely a hero.
Yeah.
A heroine. But thank you to Jess and Gabby for joining me on my channel. And please, you guys, share, comment, like, and definitely subscribe. I make I make videos
movies.
every month. I wish. Not
Actually, I don't think I could ever. Just the amount of filming that goes into something like that.
I make movies every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. No. Continue.
Subscribe
Sorry.
because I make movies every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I make videos every Wednesday and Friday. Shut up, you guys. And please, visit. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.